Big Speaker Mommy in the streets with Shantae and AJ. What's y'all question?
I want to know who got some gas money, a couple dollars I can borrow. I give it back.
Shantae, what's your question?
Why is everybody going so crazy about that gorilla?
I know. That's a great question. Give me 5. Thanks, guys.
Are not wrong in this situation. They might be a little bit careless, but they ain't wrong around here. So my question for you is, has your child ever been out of your view for 10 minutes? They talking about charging the parent? Are you kidding me? You can hear it in her voice. You can hear the love in her voice. So this is not a sign of neglect or irresponsibility. Like I said, it could be a sense of carelessness, but come on, there's a petition going on to justice for the gorilla. Come on now, what could she have done? I mean, listen, everybody makes mistakes. Now this could have ended in death, and that you really think about it, right? Did you see how that gorilla was dragging that little boy? He was. What if the gorilla was dragging the boy on all them rocks when he took him up there, like he was dragging him in the water? He shouldn't have been killed. And I'm not no animal rights activist, and I do feel sorry for the gorilla. I know that gorillas are extinct now, or they're endangered. But this is a child, 3 years old, with a bright future. We gonna take the chance on tranquilizing the gorilla? That take about 5 to 10 minutes to kick in. And the way he was dragging him, he ended up on the rocks. So you saying tranquilize the gorilla, let it take about 5 to 10 minutes, and the gorilla do who knows what with the child up there on them rocks. All I know, if he was to drag that little boy on them rocks the same way he was dragging the boy in the water, that boy would not be alive right now. So y'all need to really stop it with, did they have to kill the gorilla? Are we serious here? Mistakes happen, right? It could have went one of two ways. It could have either been the boy was killed, the little 3-year-old boy was killed, or it could have been a situation, which it was. He had he got a concussion. He was home the next day. The boy is safe. The gorilla's gone. He's dead. But we have one more child. That child could be the next president of the United States. That child could be the next doctor that's going to put surgery that's going to keep your grandchildren's life in order. It is what it is. Mistakes happen. Yep. The little boy did say, before this all happened, he said he wanted to get in with the gorilla. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's not the only child that ever said that. So the parent is not thinking that the child is even going to do something like that. And this is just what parents go through, right? Your child may say, I mean, how many parents have teenagers and your child said, I'm going to kill myself. I should just kill myself. I wish I wasn't living. Did they kill themselves? I mean, it's a very small percentage of people who actually say they're going to do it and actually do it. Right? People who commit suicide, they're not telling everybody that they're going to do it, right? So when the child is telling his parent, I'm going to do this, she had no idea he was really going to do it. So let's lay back off the judgment. The situation happened. The child is still alive. The gorilla is dead. What's next? Let's move forward. Here's the other thing. Had they tranquilized the gorilla, and it took 5 or 10 minutes, and the boy in that 5 or 10 minutes was killed by the gorilla, you know what we would have all been saying? Why didn't they just kill the gorilla? Really think about that. It's a bad situation either way. So all we can do is be grateful that the child is still alive. And I think this is another great example of how we can look at ourselves and see that everybody makes mistakes, and sometimes mistakes can be fatal. Sometimes our mistakes can be fatal. Listen, you run a red light. If somebody else in the intersection had a green light and they go and you just ran that light, you could be killed just like that. A big car accident, a fatal car accident. Everybody make mistakes. You ain't never ran no red light. It's the same exact thing. It's a mistake. No mistake is bigger than the next. Some mistakes, the outcome may be fatal, but there's really no difference. A mistake is a mistake. I appreciate your question, and I do understand what you're talking about. Like, what's the big deal about it? And I don't even know your stance on it. Maybe you feel the same way as I do, but I just wanted to answer your question from my perspective. Right? The parents are not at fault. They may be careless, right? But they're not to blame here. The child is not to blame here. And they don't know no better. And the gorilla is not at fault either. He's in the gorilla's territory. So the petitions against the parents need to stop. The questioning of did they have to kill the gorilla, that needs to stop. Are the parents at fault? That needs to stop. It's a mistake, and we all make mistakes. This your boy Billionaire Brown here on the Ask BB show, and we'll be back in a little bit. Peace. He gave Donkey of the Day to the parent. Like, Charlamagne, you be on point, and I know this is entertainment, but seriously, Charlamagne, you an educated dude. Seriously. Is the parents really at fault? And from what I know, the kid fell into the joint. You hear what I'm saying? He didn't just... Come on now. Charlamagne, you was wrong for that one. The parent, there's no justice for the gorilla. There's no petition that should be signed for this parent to go to jail.